Yes, everyone, you know what time it is. It's your boys Jack and Dave here, and we're getting ready for the Bubble Blower Derby. It's the Irish Hotspur Derby as well. It's the one where we hammer the hammers. It's the one where we pop the bubbles, and we're getting ready for it here. We already have the lineups right in front of your eyes here. We have Guglielmo Vicario, Pedro Porro, Romero, Davies starting at center back instead of Emerson Royale, Destiny Udoji at left back, Basuma and Hoiberg together instead of one of them sitting on the bench. They're going to be playing together today with Lo Celso keeping his spot likely as the number 10, maybe in Madison's role, most likely there. Kulusevski perhaps returning to the right wing with Sonny and Johnson keeping their spots in the attacking lineup. Sonny most likely through the striker's role. But Dave, lineups, your first impressions. Get to the chat maybe after that, but how are you?
Mm.
Bubba Blow Derby, Irish Hotspur Derby, motivational words for maybe the people here. What do you have to say?
Nah, look, first of all, Jack, big game tonight, I absolutely have to beat West Ham. It just means so much to me. And, what I would say to the players in that dressing room is it's a London derby. You've all got your heritage numbers. You all mean something to this club. You all represent every single fan out there who are dying to have one of them legacy numbers. Go out there and make yourself a hero. Go out and start the start of a legacy of your own that so many have set before you. These are the games where legends are born. Just like last week, you do it back to back. You become an absolute cult hero within the fan base. So let's get at them. Let's get after them. And let's just absolutely kill them. I really want a massive victory today. Let's go after them. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just absolutely dominate the game and rejoice with the fans after is what I would say to them in terms of
Mm-hmm.
lineup, Jacko. I mean, look, me personally, I've made it clear my preference would have been Emerson in beside Romero. However, Davies is selected, and I hope he has a bloody good game today. I really want the win. I really want the victory. And it'd be interesting to see whether he is better with someone like Romero beside him, who is a leader in that back line, and whether, he speaks to Davies and some of them mistakes we've seen over the previous games maybe might not happen. So that'll be very, very interesting to see. But the big call, Zinedine Salzburg, absolutely delighted that he got his reward for changing that game against Man City. You all know how much I think every minute should be taken advantage of at Tottenham, and Hoiberg took advantage of that. And I was remember saying to you, Jack, the biggest problem that surrounds sort of Pierre-Emile Hoiberg is that he wants to be in the starting 11. That's why he's a bit unsettled at the minute. And tonight's an opportunity for him to go and try and grab one of them spots and, make himself a mainstay in this midfield. So hopefully he takes it.
It's a meritocracy. It's what you told me in the members only video, where whether you like it or love it, it's how it's
Mm.
worked with Postecoglou so far. Even Eric Dyer has been, kind of part of this whole meritocracy here and has been given his minutes. And Hoiberg, after being, you could say, so far, I think kind of just a loyal sort of servant to Postecoglou. I think he's been either an impact sub, has started when he's needed him to. He's done a very good job, I think, Hoiberg, at kind of doing what Postecoglou's asked. So there's something to maybe just giving him, maybe some extra minutes here when he's played quite well and has
Mm.
actually stepped in when we've needed him to, especially in that Man City game, and made a huge impact in it. I was sort of expecting him to be more of an impact sub ahead of this game, but he's gone for both of them together. And maybe it gives us perhaps a bit more control and just the possession sense. And also, in case there is some sort of counterattack of some kind, you have more ball winners in that team. You do have a Basuma and a Hoiberg together to try to kind of clean up, and as well as maybe give more protection to Romero and Davies ahead of them as well. Not sure how much maybe they add to the set pieces because they're kind of not very tall themselves. We know they're combative, but they're not very tall. So I'm curious how that might work. We're kind of a short team in general in certain areas of the park, so I'm curious how that might work against the West Ham. But I'm pretty satisfied with the lineup for the most part. I can understand why it's gone this way, and you've even mentioned it with Davies going at left-sided center back. I wanted it to be Emerson, but I guess Davies has sort of been, I guess he's just made a good impression on Ange, or has somehow, been one of the better sort of characters around the dressing room. Maybe just been kind of, like I said, maybe with Hoiberg, a bit of a loyal servant, I guess, to Ange so far, and has done what he's needed him to. I don't think he's been that great, like you have said, but It sort of, fits in line with, again, part of the meritocracy, perhaps, in a sense, but maybe it's also just tactically as well. Just having a left-footed player on that side might be better.
Yeah, look, hopefully the idea is, that you can progress the ball quicker rather than someone on, having the chop inside on the right and try and put it out that way. It just becomes a little bit awkward. But look, it'd be very interesting to see, how we get on tonight. Just quickly on Basuma, I know a lot of people will probably be surprised, or maybe not surprised that Basuma is in the starting lineup. But for me, I don't think we'll see the same sort of error that we seen him make last week at Man City. Jack, I touched on this with you in the pre-match thoughts for the members that Basuma, although he's still going to be tasked to get deep and drop deep and pick up the ball, that deep is actually going to be just inside West Ham's half instead of on our own box. I don't envision West Ham pressing us at all tonight. However, when you look at the team, where the threat it comes from, and Jack is absolutely spot on, is the set pieces. You've got the best set piece taker in the land in James Ward-Prowse. Brilliant from free kicks, brilliant from corners, and loves a goal against Tottenham. When he played for Southampton, he was nearly always on the score sheet against us. So we need to watch out from him. And when you look at the starting lineup, Porro, not good in the air. His only weakness, I would argue, Romero, some people would say his only weakness is, again, aerially. Ben Davies, not great in the air. You look at Lo Celso, corners, what's he going to do? Sonny, people like that. So we do have a small team. So I would say Vicario will have to come off the line a couple of times from set pieces and try and help us if they're delivered right in on top of us. But a huge game tonight. It's a team that, I have confidence in to be able to get the win tonight. And that's the most important thing, that we have confidence in this team going out there and getting the win. And as always, nice to see some academies players on the bench as well. And hopefully an appearance for Dorrington would be nice for him to get his debut, and another appearance for Jamie Donnelly. Hopefully we're beating West Ham that bad, giving them an old-fashioned beat down that bad, that we can throw some of the youngsters on and give them a royal opportunity. Back to you, Jacko. Let's go. I'm bloody pumped.
Loving that. That would absolutely be delicious to see them be given a chance in any sort of fashion, especially if we give them that much of a hammering that we just have to give them some type of mercy and bring on the kids. But let's go to the chat, see what people have to say. Let us know, everybody, your thoughts on the lineup. Feel free to smash that like button, get your comments in on the game. And if you do want to help and support the channel at all, feel free to grab a membership and you get, our thoughts ahead of this game. You would have already maybe, kind of have heard some of this sort of stuff that Dave and I have maybe said a few times, kind of already preparing yourself for this. And if you do want to support the channel, feel free to give a super chat as well to support the channel. But Dark Sun G's in here, as well as Abdullah Bari grabbing the first comment of the whole chat. Big ups to you, my friend, and he's already in the Christmas spirit as well. But Dark Sun G saying shocked not to see Areola for the Hammers, and we have better subs. Yeah, he wasn't in the injury list, Dark Sun G. I think at one stage, I believe he was actually even better than Vicario when it came to sort of the saving kind of statistics on FBref, and that was because I think they actually get even more sort of shots conceded than we do actually, because they play such a defensive sort of type of style that they do concede a lot of shots on target. And he was pretty terrific actually in keeping them in the game, and he's very athletic keeper. I don't mind actually Areola. I think he's an all right player, whereas Fabianski, perhaps towards the end of his career, not, as good on the ball either. I don't know. I think it's actually a good change for us, Dave, to be honest. I'd rather it be Fabianski than Areola.
Yeah, look, I agree with you. So, look, hopefully it comes back to us. What I will say is, Fabianski being an ex-Arsenal, I was there when he was actually in goals for Swansea at White Hart Lane. It's not a comfortable 90 minutes for him, and I don't predict it will be either with Spurs fans behind the goal. So, going to be a very uncomfortable 90 minutes for Fabianski. And believe me, I was there when he played for Swansea at the time, and the stick he got. Imagine what he's going to get now being Arsenal and West Ham. It's going to be tenfold. So hopefully they do enough to put him off tonight.
And good to see you, Dark Sundry, and hopefully you're preparing yourself. 15 minutes till game time, my friend. Mark is in the house. Good to see you, Mark, as always, saying best possible team from us. Interesting. This is a team that Mark actually rates, at least of the players that we do have available. Big up to you, Mark, and hopefully you're keeping well. Ribsy85, come on, you Spurs. I trekked all the way to Perth to watch this fixture. Time for some revenge. Perth is, I think it's so far out of the way, it seems like, when it comes to most of the major hubs in Australia. Maybe it seems like I don't know, like I'm from Washington State, that's pretty far away, I think, from a lot of the other sort of kind of states and parts of the country. Alaska, Hawaii, they also kind of feel a bit removed, and everything. So maybe it could be a bit similar to Perth. Let me know, Ribsy. But Ribsy, we wanted to have you on for the pre-match build-up. So let us know, my man, next time, or for a debate show or something like that. Let us know if you want to come on and have your say, sir, because it would have been nice to have your input ahead of this game. But yes, time for some revenge, time for some bubble popping. Ribsy 85, Dreadlock 74 is in the house. Massive game, gonna need full concentration from the off. Spurs need to start well. Come on, you Spurs, get stuck in from the start. Big up to you, Dreadlock 74. We absolutely need to get stuck in, and now that we have Cootie Romero back into the team, I think that's going to help us out a lot. Spurs GC TV, good to see you. Evening, guys. Come on, you Spurs. Angel Postacoglu's in here. Kev Williams is in here. Good to see you, Kev. Daniel Larson. I feel like I haven't said that name in a while. Good to see you, Daniel Larson. Let's give them a good spanking. Absolutely, Daniel. Always good to see you, sir. Hoiberg's in the team, my man. Let's see if he can partner well with our Basuma. William McKenzie's in here. Always good to see you, William McKenzie. Hopefully you're keeping well, sir. Jacob Anderson's in the house as well. Big up to you, Jacob Anderson, and all the support that you give for the channel. Come on, you Spurs. Massive game to keep pace with the top 5. Yeah, I think the more that we take advantage of these new players coming back into the team, like Romero, maybe some injured players are going to start to, kind of work their way back into the starting 11. We're going to maybe get some momentum from here, hopefully Jacob Anderson, but it starts here. Big up to you, sir. Hotspur says, good evening, Dave and Jack. 4-2 Spurs tonight. That's a good prediction there, Hotspur. Lots of goals. Carl Simpson's in the house. Good evening, gents, and everyone in the chat. Good to see you, Carl Simpson, and good to see Palace Haunter, Mr. 420. We have as well Nicholas Mora. Big up to you, Mick Hermelock. Always good to see you, sir. J Max in the house as well. Rick C. Good to see Rick C. Just kind of a refresh for me. And then we have Monkey Allen. Good to see you, Monkey Allen, saying evening, lads. For those of us not in the UK, it's on Amazon Prime. Any idea what channel it's being shown on? Thanks. Come on, new Spurs. Tottenham till I die. Dave, what was it for Ireland again? Oh. For some reason I can't hear you, Dave. Did you mute yourself?
My bad. Just practicing muting my mic when I'm not speaking. Yeah, it's on Premier Sports here in Ireland or that, if people have that. I'm not sure whether you get it in the UK, but people in Ireland, Premier Sports TV.
Premier Sports TV, everybody, if you heard that one from Dave, in case Amazon Prime does not work for you. Derek Smith, good to see you, Derek Smith. Hopefully you're all right, sir. Making sure I'm not missing anybody kind of towards the bottom here. Brian Easley, Malware, good to see you, Malware. But yeah, PEH is in the team. My friend Daniel's in the house as well, member of the Daniel Army, Sean Brown. And then we have Sebas Wolf, big up to you, Sebas. And then George Hill, big up to you, Georgie Hill. Big up, lads. Time to pop some bubbles. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Harris Army. Come on, you Flat Cap Army. Ethan Robertson and Golden Sun. Good to see you all. 10 minutes till kickoff, Dave. Any sort of new thoughts, new anxieties, maybe new bits of confidence that have gone through here? I'm looking at David Moyes and can't tell if he's already frightened or if he's, maybe has a plan in mind ahead of this game. The one kind of big fear that I have, of course, set pieces is the thing we continue to drum, but also there's a bit of a physical battle that might go into this game where I do feel like West Ham, they're kind of a team that's like, sure, right, you can have the ball, but, we are a tough team to, be able to pull off some of those passing patterns and those sort of kind of types of trickery against, because we just have, big, tall sort of trees that move about from side to side quite hard and are willing to put in hard tackles and make the game, quite a physical game. And if the referee, allows a lot of it, could this be, more of a physical game than perhaps some of us have spoken about? And, let's hope that we're up for it, I guess.
Look, Jack, the best way to cut down big, long trees is become a lumberjack, right? So, that's what we need to do today. Just chop them down at every opportunity. Yes, it's going to be a physical. Yeah, of course, of course it's going to be a physical battle. You expect that going into a London derby, And look, West Ham are big physical guys. They rely on that, especially from set pieces and stuff like that. But look, make no mistake about it. Even though Pedro Porro is small, he's small but mighty. He's feisty. He's not afraid to get stuck in. He can handle himself. Romero, what is he good at? What does everyone complain about him doing? Smashing people. So I absolutely love that. Edoji, well able to handle himself as well. Højbjerg, guy's an absolute warrior, and he's not afraid to leave something on someone. So for me, I'm not really too worried. Kulusevski, big, strong guy as well. I'm not really worried about being physical. I do worry about set pieces just because we've been useless at them for the last 4 years now, defending them. That's my only worry. But in terms of the physical battle, not worried at all. I think we'll have more than enough to be able to mix it up with them. But I think we've proven that as well. Over the course of this season.
Yeah, I think we have shown that throughout this season, and I'm excited to see if Lo Celso can. This is kind of in comparison to maybe other players who've been given kind of this little short spell of continued games. You could say he's kind of taken it. You kind of alluded to Davies maybe not being as convincing. I would say as well in the case of Brian Hill, I guess, has left a lot of people, I guess still a bit unconvinced, sadly, even though we do believe in him ourselves. He hasn't been, I guess, as convincing as Lo Celso has. And even in the last game against Man City, where he was put under a lot of pressure, he kind of kept his composure and was able to, I guess, keep 100% pass completion rating, which is pretty impressive for the most part. And also because there were some, particular moments where he, did keep his cool and did sort of add, at least I think a bit more sort of control to the game when we did need it, when we were continuously giving the ball away. So I do like Lo Celso so far in his kind of spell. I'm kind of loving being proven wrong, at least for the timing being. I'm not ready to assign the full apology for him, but Dave, a big performance ahead of him to continue his good form. And if he does, apology for him sooner to be signed by myself.
Yeah, look, Jack, if he scores again tonight, you might actually get the pen in my hand. I'm not sure I'll sign it just yet. As I keep saying, I expect more from this Celso, so I wanted to keep going. But look, tonight will be a true test. This is why we signed him in the first place. Teams that play low block to come in here and unlock the door. Is he the right backup for Madison tonight? Will tell us everything we need to know. Against Man City, I'm not being smart, Jack, but I'd unlock the door. They leave that much space at the back and they're conceding that many goals. Aston Villa, great strike there in the right moment, not taking anything away from the guy. But these games tonight against low block teams is exactly why we brought Lo Celso here in the first place. We've seen how good and effective Madison was over that 12 games and how he continuously unlocked that door. So tonight is the test. How good is Lo Celso in that department? Hopefully he stands up. Hopefully he scores a goal for us. And like I said, get that pen in my hand.
Yeah.
But tonight is, I'll make no mistake about it, tonight is where I judge him.
Definitely. Good to see Sue Smith. Good to see Shem Tan. And another player that, maybe has been in good form recently, but quietly in good form. I believe it's someone wrote here. It's Shikari Shock, and big up to Shikari Shock also being a member as well, saying, can we just take a second to appreciate how quietly brilliant Pedro Porro has been so far this season? Funny enough about that, Shikari Shock, I really love Pedro Porro. And I actually said ahead of this season, I said, I think Dave and I sort of asked ourselves, I forget what we called it exactly, but it was like, what's our biggest fear? Or like, what's our hottest take / biggest fear ahead of this season? And I sort of had, what if Pedro Porro doesn't really, end up fitting the right back sort of spot? Like, what if he really can't eventually adjust defensively? And we see a really good player who's very good technically all of a sudden, kind of find himself not really in any sort of position that fully suits him. But the way he's adapted, the way that he's been able to, more and more look defensively resolute and defensively kind of assured is impressive, because I'll be honest, in the beginning, it didn't look like there was a lot of promise there, but he's just, slammed that medicine ball, Dave, enough times, after the Liverpool game to become, I guess, a very competent right back. And it's also thanks to, I think, a lot of work with Ange. I think he said that him and Ange have been working together on his positioning. So he's just, I love Pedro Porro. His mentality is genuinely elite. It is elite. And he's one of the many guys that Paratici has signed that I think has improved actually this mentality around the squad, where he can have a bad game, but somehow he'll become a better player after it.
Do you know what, Jack? I actually saw this was a point I made in my predicted lineup about Pedro Porro. I asked people to get in the comments, below. I said, no praises come his way, but for me, he's been one of the best right backs in the Premier League this season. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Which, by the way, enough of you didn't watch this week. Very disappointed with you guys out there. Expected a lot more of you to tune in on that one. But look, when it comes to Pedro Porro, Jack, there was a lot of talk about him at the start of the season. Can he make the adaptation from right wing back to right back? And I've always put the claim out there. If you're good enough, you can play in multiple positions. It's not that much of a drastic difference. And if you've got the right leaders at centre half, they'll help you, sit in that role very, very nicely. And, every big game we go into, this is the test of Porro. He stood up. He's been counted. Liverpool, Man United, Doku at the weekend. That bad. He had to be taken off, So he stood up and continuously been absolutely brilliant. But what I love about Porro, it's not only has he upped his game defensively, he's proven he can come into the middle, he can play, he can pass a ball, he can cross, but also he's a goal threat. It's took a bit of time for people to sort of really see what he's good at. But in this system, he's certainly thriving and being a huge asset. Long overdue a goal, I may add. He likes to chip in with goals, so I'd love to see one of them tonight. I know he likes running his own prison, but he's been absolutely sensational this season, and then one that I think deserves a lot more praise than what he actually gets. He's been sensational.
Yeah, he has been sensational. I've really liked Pedro Porro so far this season, and I think more and more he's proven that prediction that I was really hoping was wrong, absolutely wrong. And he's put me in the mud, Dave. It's great to be put in the mud by Mr. Porro, and I belong. He's put me in his prison, really, like many others.
But look, when we criticize these players or ask questions of these players, many people think it's because we have an ulterior motive or agenda. It's not. It's because we expect so much from them, And whenever we ask these questions of these players or put criticism at the door, all we ever want is for them to respond, come back, say you're wrong. That's all we ever want. And I'm glad. Look, it wasn't just you, Jack. Tim Sherwood, he's been absolutely ruined in the media by Pedro Porro since. Brilliant. But one of the defining moments for me, Jack, is, and I know me and you sort of made a lot about it, but the reason why is because it shows the mentality of a player. When we weren't winning games, Pedro Porro was out in the side of his own house, bashing that medicine ball off the wall, working out, looking to become better and stuff like that. When things have gone wrong in the past from older players, when have we ever seen stuff come out like that on their own accounts or Spurs accounts of them working hard on their own to try and put things right? We never have done. When you've got that mentality, you will always succeed.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And before we get started here and before I get the clock going and, synced up with everybody, Adrian Chia saying, greetings from the third kit society of Basuma. Come on, you Spurs. Really do appreciate the support, Adrian. And then that third kit society, it's a very good, Basuma kit. Like I like to say, it's a very handsome kit, the number 8. And we have also Nick, who we know, part of that Third Kid Society. He might be busy at work today, but hopefully maybe we can see him at some point, maybe in the chat. I imagine he's finding a way to maybe keep an update on the score or whatever it might be, for him. But big up to Nicholas Wood. And I believe Tyler, he could be part of the Third Kid Society as well. There might be another person involved. I know it's more than 2. It might be more than 2. And even Daniel, I know Daniel Larson, he likes a bit of Basuma. So big up to you, Adrian Chia. And it's, like I said, a very handsome kid society.
I've got a confession to make, Jack. I want to be a part of it. The more I see it, the more I like it. I know I hate it at the start of the season.
It's all the cool kids who are joining it. No, you got to get in on it before before everybody else does. I understand.
I want to be a part of it. Oh boy, I'm nervous going into this game, like every London derby, but I cannot wait. I'll be back in one sec, Jack. I just need to go and strain the spuds. I'm really nervous going into this game. I don't know why.
Well, we're getting ahead of watching these bubble blowers and going to see how this game gets kicked off. I'm just going to refresh my own kind of a NBC stream. I'm watching on NBC Sports, at least over where all the Yanks are. I'm curious how anybody else is watching it. Some people, who are at least watching it on the stream, watching it on the couch, how are they partaking in it? But looking at the Spurs team now, they're huddling, not choosing to maybe pick a particular corner or anything like that, just doing it right in front of the West Ham team there. And a huge chance here for good to see you, King Hoddle. No Amazon for me, and it's pissing me off. I'm sorry about that, King Hoddle. Let us know if we need to maybe do a better job at some stage, on maybe some more of the play-by-play today, because this is like going to be a very intense game. So I imagine Dave and I will just be sort of ranting at each other throughout it, maybe, or in either excitement or just sort of fear. So we'll try to give a better play-by-play. But James Ward-Prowse, out of jealousy, maybe doing his own sort of huddle there. Big up to you, King Huddle. Big up to Gene D and J123. And we have gotten kicked off here. Might try to catch it up, actually, a little bit with the clock here. But Spurs getting kicked off here with Romero going back to the goalkeeper, going back to Vicario. West Ham, I feel like in the beginning of this game, they might still try to press. They might, they're not just going to immediately start sitting back. But I do think eventually they will go into some sort of shape, but I don't anticipate them to sit back immediately. Udoji here on the ball, taking his time. Kind of going into a bit of a dead alley. Oh, but the ball turns over into Sonny, top of the box.
Kulu!
Kulu! It's pen! Surely!
No, he's not giving it!
Oh!
He's moving away!
Either, it's hard to tell if it was a heavy pass or if Kulu just is caught a little flat-footed. Might have been caught a little flat-footed here.
That's what I'm thinking. Great play by Udoji. Passes it to the Son, who's running through the middle. Kulu's just off anyway. Keeper got the ball and then it hit off Kulu. Not a penalty. Fair call.
What was it? A bit of a heavy touch, would you say?
Yeah, a bit of a... it's a hard one, He's stretching when he's taking that touch as well. Just a bit of an overhit pass, I'd say. But good start, though, Jack. Maybe your prediction of an early goal inside the 10 minutes is
we always love to come out the gates quickly. At least that's what I've seen so far. And you never know. We could get an early penalty, some sort of tap-in. It's always in the beginning of the game. It can be quite hectic. And I even was saying before you came back in that West Ham, I anticipate, might try to press or at least, have a bit of a higher line in the beginning of the game. See if they can force a mistake from us, technically to create an easier goal for them before they sort of start to sit back more into their shape. So it could be the case that, maybe a mistake or something might happen in this opening minutes.
But you know what, Jack? I think the more they press and the more they get little joy with how good we're keeping the ball right now, the more they're letting them naturally drop them back anyway.
Yeah.
So, through this period, we just have to be competent on the ball and keep playing through it, and then they're just going to drop completely. So it's up to us. But I think you're right. I think they're trying to take a bit of a out of the City game plan, press us early and try and catch us cold and force us into a mistake. Ben Davies, good ball down the middle.
Into Udoji, lovely touch.
Lo Celso on to Brendan Johnson. He's got...
And a Sonny here. Sonny outside the foot to Udoji. What a pass. What a ball there from Sonny. You would think it was Bentancur there. You would think it was Madison with that lovely outside the foot. Lovely ball there from Sonny, must say.
Oh, ball, what a start.
And Udoji.
Pedro Porro on the set piece.
Udoji
Jack, can we
having a very
become
good
a set
start.
piece team?
Udoji, very good start so far, making great runs, being in the right areas, being a threat out the gates. He's got legs to burn right now.
He's lively for sure.
Whipping it in. Set piece in a good area. Out to Højbjerg.
Salzburg. Good ball out to Lo Celso. What can he produce? Running at West Ham here. This is what we like to see.
Very direct from him. I like it. Pedro Porro out in the left wing. Whips it in. Just good area again. Just a little too high for Sonny.
It's a very bright start by Tottenham. Have the ball again. Here we go. You have to make this early pressure count. Bomb.
Big up to George. Big up to Scooter Reacts. Good to see you all in the chat.
Good to see you all.
Ben Davies to Basuma. I'm liking the boots from Basuma. He's gone for the black boots here, Dave.
Yeah, he's getting back to good old-fashioned, boots.
Romero hasn't done it, though. Romero's switched away from the black boots, but it's a lovely pass from Basuma into Porro. Basuma into Lo Celso.
He's got Salzburg. He decides not to use him.
Loses Suchek.
Goes to Brendan Johnson. Getting in at the back post.
And Højbjerg. Oh, my Lord. Højbjerg. What's going on?
He's kicked absolute fresh air.
He's just tripped before he's even received it. He's going for his own penalty. Oh, but he's picked up a good spot. He's picked up a good area. Oh, very direct from Johnson. Lovely touch from Sonny. Great control from Sonny there. Great control. Højbjerg's giving it away. He's having a bit of merit. Oh, but he's won it back.
Good pressure.
Oh, sir! What? Højbjerg. A little sloppy in the first couple of minutes.
Well, that last one, the Celso got in the way when he went to pass it across the thing. But my God, he's kicked absolutely. The ball's actually hit his left foot, and he's gone to cross it, or hit his right foot. He's gone to cross it with the left, and he's kicked absolute fresh air.
It's brilliant from Højbjerg, really.
Couldn't do that if you tried to do it.
You know, if it is a bit of a donkey sort of kind of moment from Højbjerg, but if there were a West Ham player just close enough, maybe he could have made it look like it was a penalty.
Yeah, true. Doji.
Doji, maybe earning a foul. Ribsy 85 saying I would have dislocated my hip doing what Højbjerg did.
I think many of us would, Ribsy.
Romero. Back to Big Vic. Like I said, I thought Romero would have gone for the black boots as well.
Oh, no. He's gone for the crunchers, Jack. He's gone for the long studs today.
Oh, lovely. Between Kulusevski and Porro. Kulusevski, huge switch of play. Oh, my Lord. All the way to Johnson. Johnson into Doji. Hit it out to Johnson again. Oh, no, not really.
Tries a cheeky reverse pass for the Lo Celso.
Good idea, just not executed.
This is a good start by Tottenham.
Incredible
4 minutes to get a goal. It's going to be a very few rich men. Doji onto Biss. Onto Salzburg. All the way out to Kulu. That's more like it. Get it out to him nice and quick.
Oh, love that.
Great ball in behind for Porro. Porro.
Oh, lovely from Porro.
Great turn.
Oh, he's mixing them all over the place. Oh, Kulu playing, man.
Sent him over the border with that one.
Romero.
Scotland.
To Højbjerg. Nice pass into Basuma. Davies. Oh, Spurs are just playing it all around them here. Just so quick as well. Just nobody's taking any time with the ball. People are just taking one touch, two touch.
It's beautiful.
So much energy about it.
West Ham can't even get a grip of the ball.
Oh, lovely first time from Salzburg.
Salzburg into Sonny.
Into Lo Celso. Out wide to Kulu now. Whip it in, son. Romero. Kulu out wide, lovely. Him and Porro are just combining so well right now.
Come on, Lionel.
Did you, Dave? Like I said, I don't put bets on the Spurs, but did you take my advice on the early goal bet at any stage, or did anybody? Curious if someone.
No, I thought you put one on.
No, I don't like to do it on Spurs. But I'd like to give advice on it. I'm curious, but.
When did Moondog
But who's it? Moondog. Moondog's listening. Brennan Johnson. He's had a good start. I just sort of
great start by Tottenham though.
I feel like everybody we like to come out the gates fast. We like to come out the gates fast.
Well done, good clearance. With how good we're keeping the ball, we're naturally pinning them back, which is great to see. Lo Celso well held up.
Sir.
Yellow.
Great dive from Lo Celso there. Fabulous.
Yellow. See if he's got his cards. Oh, ref.
Excellent from Lo Celso there. He was already down, holding his knees before he was even tackled.
Salzburg dropping deep for it off Romero. Picks it up nicely. Great movement by Højbjerg. Onto Doji. Great movement by Tottenham. This is good build-up down the left-hand side.
Everybody's making good runs for each other.
Cuts in. Indecisive there. Probably could have went back post with the cross. Onto Salzburg.
To Basuma.
Got me excited for no reason.
Yeah, we had good space there. We could have maybe taken a risk.
Yeah, we have to take
Højbjerg, he's got time now. Højbjerg switches play to Basuma, Johnson.
Skin him. Take him on.
Back to Højbjerg. Into Lo Celso. Good strength from Lo Celso.
Oh, great ball by Højbjerg.
Yeah, good position as well. He's struggling to find Sonny. Sonny's moved out wide. Ooh, handball. Sonny's.
Oh, we're going to let them away with it. See yellow card.
Sonny immediately is motioning for it.
He's got to chip it by him, look.
Oh, a little naughty from Souček. He's absolutely right. Very deliberate. Very deliberate.
Very deliberate, lad.
Basuma.
We look like we don't want to cross the ball. We look like we just want to keep it and try and play through them. We're not
by moving it quickly, though, right? By just keeping it, by moving it so quickly that we are, in a way, getting through them right now.
Kulu. Great ball into Porro on the overlap. Gets it across. Oh. Two defenders on Sonny there. One in front, one behind. That's how they managed to cut that one out. It's just hoofed clear. Straight back to Tottenham. We are absolutely
all over them
suffocating West Ham right now.
No, they can't breathe. You're absolutely right, Dave. It's just, but if we just keep moving it at this sort of pace that Postecoglou likes, it's just going to be overwhelming for them. I'll whip it in, Porro. Come on, man.
Poor cross by Porro.
Out for a corner, though.
It's a lively start by Tottenham. Very lively start. Oh, we need to make it we need to capitalize on it, though. We've been here before where we don't capitalize on these situations and we get burnt.
Ribsy85 saying Lo Celso is looking up for it. I just think, all the movement from everybody is very great because it's very unselfish. Even
Ben Davies was running through the middle there a second ago. It's a good ball. It's a header. Oh yes! It's Rombo! He's back! Romero! He's back! Say what you want about him now, but he is valuable.
The Rom Bomber.
Special. How do you like that, Tottenham fans? How do you like it? Come
Dave,
on,
it was a bit of a floating header. A bit of a floating bomb from the Romero.
Been them at their own game, Jacko. Beat them in the air as well. Come on. Yeah, we love it, Ron. We love it.
He's even has he even given an apology for his to his haters? Has he? I think he's taken the high road, Dave. I think he's decided to give a floating bomb here with this header, and then he's given an apology to his haters as well. He's taken the high road, Mr. Rombomb. Oh,
what a header! What a corner!
I'm telling you, I think you and I even briefly said to the members. I think while he's got to still improve in the aerial game. I feel like he's gotten better, in recent, kind of this season. I think he has improved, in his aerial game. Look at him rising like whoever said he's someone who's going to rise like a salmon in their pre-match prediction or a phoenix. It was the Rombomb. Someone said he was going to rise like a phoenix. It was the Rombomb. Rombomb Phoenix. Get in there.
Absolutely buzzing. What a touch of class, Jack, with the apology to the Spurs fans as well, Didn't even really want to celebrate it. Just wanted to apologize and give the love. Brilliant.
West Ham, though, creating an opening.
Class.
Soufal into the box. What a save! Vicario! Is that a save?
What a save. Is he off, though? Yeah, he's off. What a save, though. Big Vic. West Ham completely free down the left-hand side for Kufal. Just crosses his way off. It's just like parting the Red Sea.
But Dave, I told you in the first 20 minutes, Spurs definitely could put something on a goal in the first 20 minutes for Spurs. Oh, telling you, Moondog wasn't Johnson, but Moondog definitely Spurs getting that first goal. Definitely knew they were getting that first goal. Rose like a salmon, says J Mac. An Argentinian salmon, which has got a little bite to it.
A bit of flair, bit of salsa. Honestly, absolutely.
It was he rose so high from out of nowhere that it was even so hard to tell who it even was, and it was just whipped into the area.
It's not better than beating your opposition, but by beating them at their own game, Jack. The set piece game.
Pedro Porro who took the corner as well. Was it Pedro Porro who took the corner?
Yeah, it was an outswinger. Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's some points for that fantasy team. Some points for the fantasy team, and for me as well. Thank you, Pedro.
What a header. Great finish.
I forgot to put Rombomb back into my team, though. Damn it. Faz Radfar saying, let's kill the game in this half. I mean, grab a second here, and then West Ham, their game plan just goes out the window. I was saying this to Dave, where I felt like West Ham, they do a good job in making the game as boring as possible for 90 minutes, and they find a way to sort of pick you apart in little moments with counterattacks or set pieces or something. And they are very good at it. They are effective at it. But if you can grab maybe 2 goals, let's say, in the first half without conceding, I think their heads are down, and I think they feel like it's going to be a long night.
Just a second, Kulu running at them, pulls it
top
back
of the box, Johnson! Oh, take a touch maybe, son.
But you know what? You and Faz Rafa are absolutely spot on, And look, we've got another game coming up against Newcastle. If we can get 2 or 3 before half-time, we can sort of take our foot off the pedal and manage the game in the second half and conserve energy for Newcastle on Sunday, which is another massive game. 3 massive games in 7 days from Sunday to Sunday. So it's very imperative that we just don't fall into West Ham's trap and we go for the kill. We have to be. This is what Ange wants. He wants killers.
Højbjerg.
Oh, another opportunity there for Johnson. Should have probably took a touch. What a start.
What a
What a
start.
bloody start. Here we go again. It's a great corner. Romero roses above two of them. Two of them jumping with Romero. He just bullet header. And the keeper face plants the post as well as an added bonus.
86%
Even when he headers the
possession
ball,
so
he
far
gets
for
players
Spurs.
injured.
86%. Unbelievable.
It's quality. Højbjerg back to Kulu. You're right, Jack. The movement and the one-touch passing has been sensational. Porro.
Oh, top of the ball. Oh,
It's blocked.
Spurs pressing very well so far. And they're just keep launching it. They just don't even know where to go with it. They're just that rattled right now.
These are bloody useless. Champions of Europe, you're having a fucking laugh. Basuma to Porro to Ben Davies. Good touch. He's marauding through the middle.
Oh, Spurs are saucing.
Sonny!
Oh!
Should have played Kulu back in.
Yeah.
Should have played him back in.
He's got that striker's instinct where he probably wants to grab one himself, and be the hero here. He wants to be the hero here. He wants to grab the stunner. He wants to be the one to put West Ham to bed. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely spot on, lad. We do. Adrian Tree, the super chat. What a delivery from the Pedro Express. Let's cook him. Absolutely spot on. But look, this is what Pedro Porro does. We know he's got it in him. That's why I think personally, myself and Jack were huge fans of him. Because we've seen Aurier try and do stuff like that, Doherty try and do stuff like that, and they just couldn't. Let's be honest about it. They couldn't kick a ball straight. It was absolutely ridiculous. They couldn't let alone whip one in. But this is why we like Porro, and I'm glad he's learned the defensive side of the game. Go on, Kulu, mix it.
Pick him. See you later. Kulusevski, cookies. Sonny, spraying him around. Maybe not this one, though. Great block from Højbjerg and a great pick from Kulusevski. Just absolutely took that man's dinner there.
For sure.
Kulusevski.
Brilliant by Kulu.
And Adrian Chia, Pedro Express, the delivery man. He's the UPS man. He delivers worldwide. I mean, he doesn't even bother with international fees or anything. He just doesn't care. He'll deliver it to your front door. You could be off the grid. You could be where Paul is. Where you could be where Ribsy is out in Perth. And he'll deliver right to your doorstep. The postman.
Oh, what play by Tottenham Kulu trying to hold them off. If anyone actually wants to make my Christmas, do you know that cover of the movie Polar Express? If someone can change that to the Pedro Express and send it to me, that'd absolutely be awesome. So, guys, let's get someone on the magic and let's get it done. The Pedro Express, and we'll send it to him as well. He'll love it.
West Ham, a little opening here. Out for a corner for them.
Get out.
This is maybe the furthest they've gotten forward in this game, but this is their chance from a set piece.
This is what I worry about.
This is what they do. They can play terrible for the majority of the game, and then they could just grab a set piece or something. It's been raining very hard though tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it's been pelting down. It's been pelted down all evening. I was watching Chris Cowling live on Sky with Michael Bridge at, I think, 4 o'clock today, and I mean, it was pelting down then. It's just been absolutely relentless. They're going to put this right in on top of Vicario. I know they will. Ward-Prowse, there it is, right on top of it.
Well done, Vic.
Did you get a free out?
I believe he did.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, ooh, 2 of them got on that. See, that's going to be a common team, that near post. 2
nice
players
shot,
on
Davies.
the near post.
Into Højbjerg.
Great ball.
Well done, Højbjerg. Oh, he's a little late now. I think he's probably off. I think he's off now. I think Kulusevski waited too long. We're allowed, though, the throw-in. I think
he's looking to get on with it quickly. No one's presenting as an option.
This backline does look a little vulnerable at the moment, West Ham.
despite them sitting every man behind the ball, we are having a lot of room and a lot of space. We just need to find that penetrating pass.
I think they're just overwhelmed by, at certain times how
Speed.
quick we are moving it. It is overwhelming for them. You can stand still in, good areas to block the passes, but if you're just, mesmerized by how quick they're moving it, then it's hard to know what to do. Højbjerg. Oh, good pass into Johnson. Top Lo Celso! Oh! Anytime it's outside the box as well.
Sounds like you're dying for a saucy goal, Jack.
I feel like Paul Markey would then join us immediately, and then he would just, he'd say, I told you again, Lo Celso, but it feels like it's outside the box, Dave. That feels like it's his range.
Yeah, absolutely. It is his range. Mark says Sonny on Soucek for corners is a recipe for disaster. Absolutely spot on there. We alluded to it. We're not the biggest teams, but here we go. Lo Celso and Kulu on the break again. This is just absolutely phenomenal football from Tottenham.
Kulu. Come on now.
Bissouma. Lasasi.
Oh, nice. In the Poro.
Oh, great ball to Poro. Kulu.
Oh, Kulu. Okay, they give it away.
I'll give it away. Destiny, have
Fine. Fine, Johnson. Johnson, take him on, man. Take him on. Oh.
You're right. You want that from Johnson. Run at him. Here we go.
Nice pass, though. And Udogie. Great movement from Udogie today. Højbjerg, have a crack.
Ben Davies is also teeing himself up for a crack.
Oh, lovely. Sonny. Oh, Sonny. Lo Celso trying again. Bissouma leaves it a little short.
Hotspur.
Ah, another howler from... Oh, but great pass in a Lo Celso. Oh, great pass. And a Sonny. Trying to touch it through his legs.
Udogie wins it back.
Oh, they just keep clearing it away for mercy.
Straight back to Romero. Romero onto Kulu. Kulu goes. Cuts inside. Onto Højbjerg. Out to Pedro Porro. Can he swing one? He doesn't want to. Bissouma. Great back flick to Lo Celso. It's gone all the way through. Oh, it's West Ham pick it up and look to clear it. Well held up.
They've been able to get cleared here. But we win it here. Oh, no, don't you let him out of it, ref. Don't you let him out of it. Big up to the Big D. Big up to Ian Ferguson. Ian Ferguson saying, I'm not used to having prolonged positive feelings towards the South, so long may it continue.
Oh, look, absolutely.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Udogie squaring the ball across his own goal.
That's on Romero.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, that was dangerous. We got let off there.
Squaring the ball across your own goal like that, that's a bit risky.
Especially, you don't want Bowen on the end of it. He's clinical.
It's the best. It was almost the best pass that West Ham had ever played. It was played by a Spurs player. We need to try and go and
get a second. We have to capitalize on this. We're absolutely dominant. The West Ham will get some period in the game. We have to go and get a second.
George Kadara saying sometimes we just try to walk it in. Maybe, yeah. I think Højbjerg in that one moment could have tried to go for a banger. I mean, he had so much time and space. Just go for it. Maybe you might get a lucky rebound.
We have to try different things. You're spot on, Jack. People have to have shots. But also, I want to see some crosses go in there. Every time the ball goes out wide, Kulu wants to come back in and play it across them. So does Brennan Johnson. They have to look to beat their man and try and get balls in the box and mix it up a little.
Yeah. 85% possession, though, so far for Spurs.
It's a ball in behind Udogie, well defended. He just doesn't need any help at all. He's brilliant. The big dog. Soufa with the throw-in. Goes in behind. Ben Davies clears it. Højbjerg tries to get it under control. Can't. Kudos.
Whips it in.
Gets a good ball in.
Cleared away by Romero. Thank you, Rambam.
Yes.
Kulu, great strength.
The ball bounce. Brilliant.
Oh, great touch from Bissouma.
Brilliant play out by Tottenham.
Udogie caught a little sleeping on the ball there. Goes for a long
shot. Big Vic. Easy. Easy money.
Vic is so quick to rush out sometimes.
He loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's like the keeper, never to take his time when he, when he saves it.
How's that not a free on Udogie there? She bars them in the back. Good ball out. Højbjerg tries to hold it up, dispossessed with 2 players around him.
Well done, Rambam.
Well done, Romero.
Pedro
Porro, what a chest. Takes that well. Very well. What a control.
Basuma, get turned. Lovely, son.
Basuma onto
Well
Højbjerg.
done.
Here we go. We got Kulu down the line.
Højbjerg. Oh, what a ball. Into Johnson. Into Kulu.
Kulu pulls it back.
Oh.
Tries to find the Celso. Just the final pass. What a ball by Salzburg. Splitting the defense for Sonny's run. Unbelievable. Here we go. That's the Udoji.
Getting stuck in, Udoji. Getting so stuck. Oh, what a turn backwards.
Johnson.
Into Pedro. Have a hit, son. Pedro.
Unlucky.
Pedro apologizing to the fans.
Hans doesn't look happy. I think he wants a second.
Oh, Pedro, that felt like he could have had a banger there.
Vitruvius says Romero's world class. That I agree. Dreadlock 74 exactly with Ben Davies nodding off now. Then like he has sleep. Look, I hope he doesn't. Dan Coyce is eating and Dave and Jack finished work really late. TV wouldn't work, so missed the first goal. Couldn't get to the game tonight. Absolutely sad to hear that, my man. You know, it's a better place for it. Would you in there? Good bowling by Sonny. Unlucky. But look, great delivery by Pedro Porro and well taken header by Romero. And you know the class of the man, Dan, he just apologized to the fans. It's brilliant.
I think he's also waving to the souvenir, that he must have given to a fan there, Dan. Big
really
up
do
to
need
you,
to try and make this pay, though. Good pressing by Sonny.
Win that.
Give him a minute to find a pass.
Good brave header from Udoji.
Hey, Johnson.
Basuma picks it up. Great pass to Johnson.
Johnson, it's over.
Too heavy for Sonny. Too heavy, or just not even also really in the right area either. It's just straight into Fabian. Yeah, it's straight into Fabianski, really.
Nowhere near Sonny. It's a poor cross, really, by Brennan Johnson there.
Yeah, if he wants to try to place it onto his head, it's got to be a much better ball.
West Ham trying to slow it down and gather a bit of a breather here. I don't know how many more players want to touch the ball before they take control. It's not fucking basketball.
The Big D saying Kulu is a fantastic outlet for us as build-up out on the right or through the middle. Such a strong presence. I mean, he just gets stuck in, but he also has that hold-up play that most wingers don't.
But this is something me and Jack have tried to highlight. You know, you're never just going to miraculously put pace on him. You know, we're not, there's no Harry Potter in around the club that can give him that. But what he does do, he uses his strengths and, to world-class ability, buys him time.
Lo Celso pointing. Oh, what a pass.
Sonny's there. Get it low across. No, it's a poor game. Come on, Johnson.
He's struggling.
I know it's his left foot, but my God, he has to be better than that.
Struggling to. He's so much better on the right. I feel like I love him much more on the right than I do on the left, Johnson. But
he's
towards the end of the game, in the last match, he delivered that final ball right from the left-hand side. But we need him to do something similar right now. Grab the second.
18 touches in West Ham's box compared to their one. Just goes to show how dominant we are. But that's twice Brennan Johnson has had an opportunity to find Sonny. It's just not good enough. He's going to have to work on that left foot. Like, look, let's face it. Kulu ain't coming off that left when everyone's fit. He's too good out there. Or coming off that right. Oh, here we go.
That's mistake here. Come on.
Play Kulu.
Kulu.
Good pass. Can Kulu find the cross?
Oh, lovely.
Lovely,
Kulu. Lovely. Pedro. Oh, had a chance there.
Slowed it a bit down too much there, Kulu.
Yep. Suma. Someone make a run.
He's going to try one there for a minute.
Someone make a run, though, maybe. Lo Celso. Great pick out to Johnson. In the Højbjerg, but we win it back. Højbjerg.
Cycling it well.
Oh, nice. And Lo Celso. Lo Celso back to Højbjerg. Oh, Lo Celso, not a great touch. Didn't realize who was coming in on him. I think it was Souček.
No. Someone take him down.
Davies.
West Ham on the attack.
Oh, win
Get
that.
Out there.
Rambam, great clearance as well.
Great challenge. Do you know the West Ham player pulled out of that? He know full well what was going to happen if he went in for that.
I mean, you have to sign a warrant, to probably play a game with Romero.
That's the plus side of Romero's, you know, per,
Oh,
Petri.
oh,
Oh
great
no, it's a great
ball.
ball in behind for Kudos. And we're
Oh, shocking
absolute
finish.
shocker of a finish.
Wow.
Offside anyway.
Honestly, it kind of looked like that's kind of how I would have taken that finish if I'm going to be perfectly honest. It kind of looked like me
That's
there.
why we need the second.
He was off anyways. Great job by Davies and Poro and everyone to hold the line.
But that's a warning sign, though, Jacko, on why we need that second. All it takes is one ball.
Yeah, he was right. I mean, it was very close there, but he was already offsides anyway, even if he were to have finished it. But we need to grab a second here. Come on now.
Come on, Vic. Up to Romero. Postecoglou won't be happy with this at halftime. Although they're dominating, he won't be happy with the nature of not going and killing it off. Højbjerg into Porro. Great touch by Porro. Comes inside. Felt he probably could have went a bit wider to that. Yeah, well done. On to Doji.
Doji. Johnson.
Oh, he's having a stinker.
He's
having an absolute stinker.
Either. That wasn't a great pass to him. It was already headed up.
No, it wasn't.
Behind him and headed out of bounds.
Yeah. It's becoming frustrating. We've been here before where we were playing like this and we couldn't fucking nick us.
Everyone wants Johnson and Kulu to swap wings, but you feel like Kulu's playing so well out there that it's not really no, it's not realistic where it's not a possibility. Oh, well done, Poro. Great win.
It won't happen either. He'll just bring on Gill if Johnson's not up to it.
Well done, Poro again. Well done, Højbjerg. Everybody's getting stuck in for each other. Shouldn't have gone backwards, though. Should have gone forward.
I've no doubt Andrew will be screaming at them now from the sideline to be going forward with it. He done it at the Shakhtar game in that friendly.
Poro again. Come on.
Slowing it down a little.
Yeah.
Same tempo as
Slowing down the Pedro Express here. We need to speed it up into Pedro.
This is where we want people running. When he gets on the ball in that midfield, he's capable of that ball over the top. You want runners in behind.
There you go, Højbjerg. Speeding it up into Kulu. Make another run, Højbjerg. Find him, Pedro.
Find him. It's that final pass in behind. It's starting to become very, very frustrating. Get up. What's he gone down with? Calf muscle. Just slowing the game down. They're just buying a breather right now, West Ham. It's boring. Let's go to the chat while he's playing silly buggers down there. Got Shamu, he says, Missionary FC, the first half will be punished if we don't get 2 or 3. Absolutely agree. Dr. Tottenham says too much cutting in when we need to get behind the defence. Absolutely spot on. Everyone's playing it across in front of them. It was similar to the Brentford game, Jack, right? Where everyone wants to cut in and play in front of them. What we want is people to start trying to play in behind them, go on the outside of them.
Yeah. I think, honestly, we're overwhelming them so much with some of the play some of the combinations that we're making in the central areas. It's not like we're not getting space in the central areas and making, good sort of attempts at trying to break them down through there. I think we're just forcing them to consolidate so much in those central areas that they're just asking for us to just play it down the outside. And there is that space to do so. It's not like there isn't any space at all. Like, we're playing so well in the central areas that when we do get it out wide, we're actually receiving it in really dangerous areas in the wide areas where it doesn't take that much to just put in either a decent cross or maybe just a ball a bit behind that back line and see if someone runs onto it or take them on one-on-one or something. And that's where it's slightly frustrating in that I think we have players that are picking it up in very dangerous areas in those wide areas, thanks to all the good play that we have in the central areas. Oh, but good chance here, Lo Celso!
Yeah.
It's because it was inside the box. He didn't finish it.
Absolutely. It was a good effort, though. He done well. The ball was at a difficult height to take it down. He done well to take it down and get the shot off there, Lo Celso, actually. But you're right. There was a breakaway there a few minutes ago with Kulu where he just cut inside and he slowed it right down. Just needs to be a bit quicker. Oh, good idea.
Pedro. Sketchy back pass.
Newcastle and Everton second half still 0-0. Big game going on there too. Come on, Everton, take a point off Newcastle, make them deflate coming into us.
Shamu saying, I would love a Zuma own goal for a meow.
That'd be nice. Spurs fans don't take too kindly to him. When me and Jack were there was, he got pelters.
Kulu.
Every time he touched the ball, even I was there. Meow. Basuma. Ben Davies.
Big
Back
up,
to
Steve
base.
D. Good to see you in the house.
Go on, Steve D, my man. Hopefully you're keeping well, sir. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. Come on, guys. Start finding forward passes. Well done.
It's also... Ooh. Good turn, man. Nicely done, Højbjerg.
That's better.
Oh,
Great play between Ben Davies and
Lo
Højbjerg.
Celso.
Lo Celso gives it away.
Oh, well
We're
done,
back by
Doji.
Oh,
Lo
again.
Celso gets through him again.
It's another ball in behind. Romero.
Romero. It's just like the ground he covers, and just the safety valve he is right now.
Give it to a Doji. Why do you need 10 minutes? Celso. He's falling over himself. Come on.
Højbjerg impression. Basuma.
Ball into Basuma. Basuma, wide to Porro. Use that space. Look at Kulu.
Oh, there you
now
go, man.
This. Get it
Come
across.
on, Kulu.
Don't
take him on. Take him on.
That's it.
Okay. There you go. Scoop it. Højbjerg. Bike. Oh, Lo Celso. Oh, into Sonny. Have a hit. Or no, Johnson. Johnson.
Oh, Johnson, was it?
Yeah, it was Johnson. Good pass from Lo Celso.
Great pass. It's a very good ball. Great ball. Sonny takes away the defender with him. Johnson, just a tame effort. He didn't even trust his left there. Did he go for that with his right? What an effort from Lo Celso there a few minutes ago. Tottenham pressing high again. Oh, Basuma's late. It's all right. Ref plays on. Out to Kufal. Sufal, whatever you want to call him. Call him Soup Kitchen when we're finished. It's time trying to enjoy a bit of possession here. Tottenham sitting off them. This is where it gets dangerous. They've got an overlap down the Doji's side.
Yeah, good space.
Prowse. Onto Sufal. It's a ball in.
Oh, good job, Vicario.
When you catch that?
Well done from Udoji.
Coolest man in the room there. We have to take these warning signs. One of them ball is going to click. It's going to click. We have to take these warning signs. We have to go and get the second with urgency.
Oh, they're pressing us here. Romero tries to go long, but he gives it away.
This is what West Ham do.
Well done, Højbjerg. Oh, I'm not on the same page as Romero, though. Højbjerg, oh, get it out. Well done, Højbjerg. Good defending.
Go on, give it to Udoji. He wants it. Go on.
Come on, put on the races.
Go on.
Think about it, son.
Slows it down and goes backward again. We've got half of them caught up the pitch behind the ball, and we go backwards and let them get back. That's better. More adventurous passes. Good ball by Højbjerg to Kulu. What can Kulu do? Go on the outside of him.
See Lo Celso, top of the box. Højbjerg. Oh, lovely, sir!
It's blatant obstruction.
Ah.
Blatant obstruction.
Romero, wow, what defending from him. The way he just sort of tempted him.
Defending.
The way he tempted him to go past him. He tempted him to touch past him, but he wasn't ready for it. Oh, good touch.
How's that not a body check on Højbjerg? I just don't understand how that's not a body check.
The thing is, though, we had that pass to Lo Celso. It was either Højbjerg or Lo Celso that we could have played it to. I felt like Lo Celso might have been the better choice there.
He's gone for the 1-2. He's just got across something. Fair enough. I'm not going to.
I think we should have played it to Lo Celso there, to be honest. Maybe Højbjerg is a decoy of a run.
Let's see if we can get another from a set piece.
Pedro. Kulusevski wins it out. Well done, Basuma. Good turn, man.
Come on,
there you go. Rombomb. Lo Celso. Davies. Højbjerg or Kulu. Basuma.
Basuma.
Oh, man, Basuma.
Everyone's having a go. It's like Normandy all over again. Everyone's trying to bombard it.
What a ball from Lo Celso again.
Kulu with the effort. He was going wide anyway.
Basuma does love a
Basuma.
souvenir.
He's wild with the effort. Ben Davies nearly sneaking in there.
That was a great ball from Lo Celso.
It was.
Forced Fabianski to have to go after that.
Basuma has to hit the target there.
Yeah, he's just shanked that.
Another long ball by West Ham. Well won. Who won that? Ben Davies. Well done by Højbjerg. Held off and plays Basuma. Good ball.
Oh, well done.
Got runners now. The Celso.
Celso.
Slowing it down. Quickens it back up to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson back to Basuma.
What a run
Basuma
from
did
Poronator. He wanted it as well.
He's begging for it.
Basuma decided to hold off. Get turned, though. Basuma. There you go. Into Lo Celso. Davies. Højbjerg. Basuma. It's not there. Well done, though. Oh, sir! Whoa!
Oh, my God.
Whoa! I haven't seen a cleaner tackle. That was the cleanest tackle of the match.
It's that clean, you don't even need to wash it. It's a joke. Kudus bought that. That's it, Basuma. Scream at the referee. Make sure he knows. Intimidate him. It's a joke of a decision. It's just another long ball by West Ham. No game plan whatsoever. Come on, Spurs.
Over the top.
Big up, Wolf Maurer joining in. Great to see
Big
you,
up,
my man.
Wolfie. Well. Top of the box. Get back, Kulu.
He's off. Go on, touch it. I dare you.
See it out, Poronator. Højbjerg, so great with these first times.
Yeah, they're good round the corner passes. It's very good today. Basuma, good ball out now. Let's go. Forward momentum at Dozier. You got Sonny and Johnson. Uses Johnson. Johnson, does he use Sonny?
There you go.
Goes on
Bit
the
of
outside.
pace.
No one's in there.
Oh, that was a good cross that time.
Sonny made a run on the outside.
He did it that time. That's what you were looking for earlier from him. Well, good strength from Udogie.
Oh, my Lord. I mean, how are these guys supposed to play when you can't even do shoulder to shoulder? I mean, what happened to Højbjerg in the box is more of a free kick than that.
Yeah.
It's not his fault he doesn't go to the gym. You know what I mean? Honestly. We know West Ham's training ground is old school and everything else. They probably don't have weights there, but that's not our fault. I feel like I'm watching rugby with how they take these free kicks, West Ham. Just pump them long towards the sideline. Rugby World Cup was months ago.
Ribsy 85, he's got too much rain in his eyes.
It's another switch out. Who's that? Soup Kitchen.
Uh-oh.
No freak. Oh,
Davies shoved off the ball. Oh, back post, Poro! Good block from Poro. Or he's just missed it. Wow, he's just missed it. Wow.
Kudos
lucky there.
Absolutely muscled Ben Davies off that.
Very lucky there.
Oh, got away with one there.
Still a chance for us to grab a second. Still a chance. Come on now.
That might wake us up.
Pedro.
Salzburg. Come on.
Rambam.
Højbjerg gets turned on it. Good ball to the Poronator.
Oh, Pedro.
And the Poronator do. Back to Salzburg. To Kulu.
Whip it in, son.
Go on, whip it. Oh, fucking hell. It's so safe. Someone cross it. Davies. Onto the Rambam. Onto the Celso. Lets it run. Tries to draw on the foul. On to Basuma, back to Lo Celso. Trying to draw West Ham out here. They ain't coming out just before halftime. No way.
Rumba. I can
Good
kind of
ball
hear
by Lo
myself
Celso.
slightly. Should I refresh?
Huh?
I can
Wait
kind of
1
hear
second.
Oh, Brennan Johnson, 1-on-1.
Johnson. Oh,
Oh,
it's another tame
it's
effort.
blocked and tame. I can sort of kind of hear myself echoing.
What about now?
No, well, it's sort of like a slight verb in the background, but Lo Celso.
Good ball.
Oh,
Just over here for Kulu.
maybe it'll go away. Johnson, people are really frustrated with him. Yeah, I think it's gone away.
Do I need to refresh myself, maybe?
Let me know. No, I don't hear myself anymore.
Okay.
Okay, great. Johnson, people are frustrated with him.
Been very frustrating. He's been in some great opportunities. He's
Some are
had
saying
a couple of shots on goals now as well, being tame.
Some are saying get him off. Some are saying the goal's only coming for him. He gets in good areas. He just sometimes leaves a little bit to be wanting, I guess, today.
Keep getting in the right areas. You'll score.
Oh,
Sure.
Kulu and Basuma, just a show today. Find him! Lo Celso!
Oh! It's going off the post. Kurt Zuma with the
Zuma!
Brennan Johnson sliding in there. Great
ball.
ball.
Kulu, great ball. Lo Celso, great run, great timing. Oh, my Lord, it's off the top of the bar. It's off the oh, my Lord, it's off the outside of the post. Oh,
unlucky.
Almost a Zuma own goal. It was Shamu. Called the Zuma own goal. Oh, whip it in, Pedro.
From the corner. Yeah. Oh,
almost another Romero. Damn, that was it.
Halftime.
That was it. That was the chance. Halftime. I don't think there's really... The only thing, if you were to have one complaint, would be maybe not to go for the throat at some stage in that sort of early period, but just scintillating, really. I mean, that's just... It never really stopped. It never stopped, to be honest.
Look, we've been absolutely dominant, Jack, but I did bring